So I set a reminder on my phone.
Okay.
There's a huge event happening at the end of next month.
Your next bowel movement.
No, that happens every fucking morning.
Sorry.
At exactly 6:15.
Okay.
The event will be at Golden One Center. One of my favorite artists of all time,
Coldplay.
Kanye West.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
Am I
snap.
supposed to be talking? Because you just got me excited.
Hell yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have a reminder on my phone too. Tomorrow morning,
Oh.
I'm gonna purchase my ticket.
Tomorrow? I thought it was the 22nd.
Yeah, that's for people that aren't you.
Oh, do you have Amazon? I mean, you have American Express?
That was yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
You're not up on your shit, bro.
How are you getting the tickets? What is it?
Just don't talk about it.
No, it says it on the website.
Oh.
It says American Express and then Live Nation app on Friday and then Saturday general admission.
Do you think there's going to be anything left on Saturday?
Yeah. I hope I don't. We don't think about the negatives. We only think about the positives. You gotta
Okay.
have positive.
How
Okay, so I have to go download the app?
I did it last night.
Well, I'm going to fucking do it tonight.
I got rid
Let's
of.
say this is Kanye. This is your
I'm gonna
boy,
be there.
son.
Wait. You know Kanye West? It's his boy.
And spiritually,
Okay,
yes.
I got you.
Manny tries to channel Kanye.
I love Kanye.
Okay.
As you should.
I can dig it.
Except for when he
Wow,
flipped
Sway.
out on
Wow.
Sway. Like, the homie?
I was
come
gonna
on now.
I was going to say when he flipped out on Taylor Swift.
Oh, who gives a fuck about that bitch?
Yeah, fuck. That was the best moment of my life.
It
I
was
cried.
pretty good. It was pretty good.
A tear dropped
He
out of my
cried.
eye. I said, "Fuck Taylor Swift."
I love you so much.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Oh dear. Speaking of Kanye West, did you know King Louis XIV of France only showered once a year?
Welcome to the Hardly Heroes Podcast.
Welcome to Hardly Heroes. I'm your host, Buddy.
I'm Manny.
And I'm Aaron.
We got a special guest for you guys today.
Very
on
special.
Show number 24.
24.
Episode
Get
24.
down!
Oh,
That was my Jack Bauer
Oh,
impersonation.
man. I thought I had to get down. I
No.
thought something was about
No,
to happen.
Jack Bauer, Kiefer Sutherland,
I understand.
24.
24.
Oh.
Boop.
Get down!
Boop.
Oh, shit.
Boop.
That was him. Anyways, sorry, keep going, buddy.
All right. Well, I can't go all the lists of his handles and all his nicknames, but we have Brandon, Goat. Yeah, Goat Kicks. I mean, I don't know what to.
Keep it going.
Black goat.
Black Goat.
The blackest, greatest of all time.
Whoa.
That's
Goat
what
Kicks 15 on Twitter.
that's what goat means?
Yes.
I've been wondering that the whole time. Ever since I played Madden, I always wondered what GOAT means.
Wonder no more. It's Goat.
Thank you, sir.
What is it on Madden?
Greatest of all time. There's like an achievement. This is
Oh,
goat.
got it.
And I always wondered, why is there a goat in Madden? I don't
Makes
understand.
sense now.
So, yeah, thanks for joining us in studio today.
Yeah, you're our first guest ever.
Ever.
We're popping our cherry with you.
All I want to know is who am I replacing?
Oh, dang. You ain't replacing shit.
It certainly ain't me.
Well,
Thanks for the red vines. I'm fucking out.
Fuck you guys.
No, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
We're going to be asking quite a bit of questions today, so you better buckle in.
quite a bit.
We have a lot going on, so we're gonna try to fit it all in.
That's that's what she said.
No complainers.
Yeah, let's jump right in.
Wait, can we just before we get into this?
Yes. Yeah. Just do that now.
Can we
do it
just
now?
before we get into the whole thing?
Let me guess.
What?
Na, some weird holiday.
That's a great theme song, buddy.
Thank you.
I really like that.
Off the cuff.
These are going to be really quick off the fly. These are going to be really
On the fly.
There's going to be really quick, really fast holidays for today. Ooh. Right? That's what
Lay him on us.
Okay, so I got three. They're really fast. One, National Suspenders Day. It's National Suspenders Day.
Why didn't you wear any suspenders?
Fuck. Okay, here's
I
the thing.
had suspenders.
I have suspenders in my car, and I meant to put them on before I came into the studio, and I forgot.
Fucking
Good.
hipsters.
Good show prep.
It is, yeah, I know. It's also National Spirit Day. So I got Spirit. How about you?
I got Spirit. How about you?
I think Brandon's
I
got
do.
spirit fingers.
Spirit fingers. Yeah.
What type of spirit are we talking about? Phantom spirit?
Oh,
Spirit fingers, like excitement?
let's. What is that? What are you pantomiming, Manny?
I want him to speak directly into the front of the mic.
Okay.
I gotta get up on this bitch.
Yeah, there you
that
go.
works.
I hear it
Oh.
now.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say this
Sultry.
is really fast, but yeah, all of the Spirit is it. So
The movie The Spirit
maybe.
was shit.
Well,
No?
we don't
Yeah,
talk about it.
no, that's true.
Yeah, it was.
That's
I've never even
definitely
seen
true.
it.
Okay, this is going to be really fast. And also, today is International
Stutter Day.
Sloth Day.
That's 15 seconds of my life I'll never get back, people.
Fuck that shit.
You felt
Sorry
it too?
for that Bush League crap.
Like a sloth.
Oh, I love sloths.
Wasn't that your spirit animal?
I think
Yeah,
so.
it was a
sloth,
sloth.
They just always look really happy and like, what's up?
Can I ask a question that might
No, yeah.
potentially lose you some listeners?
No. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah, whatever.
This is gonna set the tone to the
Look,
rest of the interview.
I don't
just
mind-
edit that shit out.
I don't
Okay.
I don't mind if my mom stops listening.
All right. Do you think AA Ron?
Only you call him that. We
Yeah.
all call him Sprinkles.
No, you call me Sprinkles. He
I call
calls
him
me
Aaron.
Aaron.
He needs more handles,
I'm digging it. I love it.
and I stole it from Key and Peele.
I know. It's
But it doesn't matter. Fuck them.
everybody steals it from Key and Peele. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
They stole their jokes from Dave Chappelle.
Let's
but hey,
not talk
I'm not
about
going
it.
that route.
Let's just-
Yeah, I said
We don't
it.
even need-
Shots fired. Anyway,
shit.
my question is: do you think sloths finger each other?
Ooh, that'd be harsh. That's like the movie Seven. Like it's like they have a knife at the end of their finner. Like it
What
would
the fuck
hurt.
is a finner?
Is a finger?
Oh, okay. I was like, the fuck is that a sloth thing that they got? A
I
finner?
think they do, but I think it's like a pleasure pain type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
so sloths are some dirty freaks. Huh?
You're darn right
what?
they are.
Dirty
This is
bitch.
going way south.
Way weird.
I'm sorry.
Let's
Way
jump
worse
back-
than rape.
Yeah.
Anyways, so happy national.
Just because you're rapey, that's the only reason. You like how he keeps bringing it up? He's like, it's way worse than rape. I never talk about rape,
Hey,
even
whoa,
though
whoa,
I'm
whoa,
rapey.
whoa. Okay, sloths. I mean, it's all consensual with sloths. Even if it's like a sharp fingernail, they want it. It's not a thing. Like it's something that they're down for.
Yeah, sure.
Do they have the time to say no though?
No,
They're like, you want this shit?
Too late.
All right. Are we going to get into these questions or
let's
what?
go in. Let's go straight into these fucking questions.
Okay, so we've got these questions that we've been putting together. First and foremost, you have been listening to the podcast. You've listened to just about every episode. I
You're
assume?
the other one. It's my
Yes.
mom and you. That's
Yeah.
really great.
Two. Got him in the
Do
bag.
You want this shit?
Now it's just one.
Oh, sorry, mom.
So one of the first questions that came up with all of us was, since you listen to the podcast religiously, what is your favorite part of the podcast?
When it's over. Next question.
Edit that out.
No, just fucking with you. Actually, so without getting all emotional, just the
You can tear. We all tear here.
oh shit. Okay. It's the days. It's AA Ron's days. I
Come on,
feel
man.
like I'm learning something new every time
had
I
to
hear
give him-
AA Ron's
Come
days.
on.
Look, Aaron don't get enough love.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I shouldn't have brought Brandon onto the show. I got all pumped thinking he was going to bring me up,
Buddy, I love you.
tear me down, and he's bringing up the sprinkles.
I love Buddy. I love Buddy.
Buddy's great, right? Like,
Manny adds a certain je ne sais quoi to the show.
that's-
Thank you
that's-
very much.
That's French, buddy.
That's French.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You know, it happens. Once again, we just talked about King Louis the 14th, the King of France.
Boom.
Showering once
Kanye.
a day or once a year.
Once a year, showering.
See, learn that shit from AA Ron. Thanks, bro.
All right. Well,
But yeah, no.
Yeah.
I guess
you know what?
So
I
sprinkles day of the week.
really appreciate that.
You should.
Um,
It's not really AA Ron, by the way,
and I'm gonna keep doing it. By the way,
but we can give him that.
Yeah, I think so.
thank you. It's the illusion
Oh, I
of
should have done
awesomeness.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Bing.
There it is.
Next question.
Next question. Get into the meat of this here. You are a huge comic book fan. I could see you brought comics with you. So
I'm going to be borrowing some of those.
do you have a favorite superhero?
Yeah, I try. So this is a hard question for me because if I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a favorite superhero. I have a favorite team, which is the X-Men,
Darkwing Duck?
Okay.
including Jubilee.
Come on, man. Who
Including-
doesn't love the Jubilee?
Not
Look.
me.
I'm not going to say it.
I'm not even get into it because
No,
it's
it's fine.
a sore spot. It's a sore spot. But if I'm gonna pick one character, it's gonna be Iceman. Iceman, Bobby Drake, Roberto, Bobby Drake, Frosty, McFrosty.
Wait, what?
I just gave him that nickname just now. I imagine if me and Bobby Drake are homies, I'd call him Frosty McFrosty. He'd be like, "Oh, what's up, Black Goat? What's good, baby? How you doing?
Hey, Frosty!
Hey, Frosty, you staying cool?" He's like, "Ha ha, I got you too, baby.
You know it.
You know it." That's pretty much in my head, though.
Why? Why do you like
You want
Iceman.
you want the real answer or the nerd answer?
the most entertaining answer?
There you go.
All right, NPR voice, here we come. So,
Hello.
So, the main reason. No, I can't do that voice the whole time. Not without looking into Aaron's eyes the whole time. So,
Oh, hello.
yes.
I can do this all day.
First and foremost, anything that's elemental is going to be more all-powerful. So Iceman controls ice. They've extrapolated on his power set, making him an Omega-level mutant. And pretty much he can control all matters of moisture and zero temperature. Think about it. If you get into the vacuum of space, he is cold. It's already cold out there, so he can survive in space.
Perfect.
He can transfer through all matters of liquid, including the water, snow, mist, fog.
Fog. Awesome.
And with the addition of him not being able to die, and he can also heal himself as long as he's in ice form, he's all around badass. Only if he chooses, and the writers make him a badass in the books.
This is true.
So I have another issue with him, but that has to go with something later on we'll talk about. I'll bring it
Okay.
up.
McFrosty.
Okay. So I have a question.
Yes.
Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Street Fighter all the way.
Fuck.
Who likes Mortal Kombat?
I was a Sega guy. I didn't even own.
They had Street Fighter on Sega. I have it.
Well, Mortal Kombat was better.
I actually
I'm just saying,
That's funny.
I might be
Sub-Zero.
on the Mortal Kombat side only because I was never like a competitive fighting game player. and
Baraka.
So you enjoy just pushing like 3 buttons
Yes.
with your whole
I'd
palm.
hell fucking
Yes.
yeah.
Like,
I
There
play-
was
okay,
way too
fir-
much work for those
first of all,
fatalities.
I play Diablo. Okay. I press one button about 1 billion times.
You single? No, I'm just fucking. Don't worry. I think I played Diablo once.
Oh.
I think I played like on PlayStation and shit. Like after it got big and they
Oh.
started porting it on
Yeah,
everything.
Diablo
part
1
three
on
now.
play. I remember that. That
It
was
was
good
pretty
stuff.
shitty.
It was.
Only on that. It probably was good on PC, but yeah.
I mean, Diablo 1 came
Street
out.
Fighter all the way, dude. And plus, Cammy. Next question. I'm gonna get incriminated real quick. Too.
Next.
Do you have a least favorite superhero? Or superhero group, I guess.
Jubilee.
Do I have a least favorite superhero?
You could say no.
The Wonder Twins.
No, I actually like the Wonder Twins.
Get the fuck out of here.
I do. I like the Wonder Twins.
Nobody likes.
You don't like no one likes sprinkles. I retract my favorite statement about Aaron. It's now
Yes.
Manny and Buddy as
we
a
are
unit.
back. We are back on track.
Boom.
Fuck Louis the 13th or 14th. Him also
14th.
All the Louis.
Captain Planet.
Unless a Louis out there listens to the podcast, keep
Then,
listening.
yeah,
They
we
enjoy
love
it.
you.
And I don't think I don't have a least favorite superhero.
All right, that's good. You passed that.
Good job.
Favorite villain?
Favorite villain. It sounds like a throwaway answer, and it is. Everyone always says it. It's the fucking Joker. He pretty much embodies everything that you need to be a good villain. No moral compass.
That was me. Sorry. that was me.
Did you see the way Manny looked at me?
What the
almost
fuck?
killed fucking.
No,
I
that-
said
he
my
almost
hands
killed
were
the
right.
goat.
That was me.
He almost- he put his hands up like, I didn't do it.
Sterling told me that you played with a mic.
I tried to admit it as quick as I could.
The best part,
I didn't do it, son.
Manny looked at Brandon and then looked straight at me like, you brought him here,
You brought this motherfucker here. This is your
touched the
fault.
mic.
If I gotta edit that bong out this goddamn episode, that's on you, buddy. You staying late to do this shit.
Oh dear. Buddy doesn't know how to edit.
My
things.
favorite villain is now Manny.
Fuck yeah.
The Joker, then Manny.
that was
no,
good.
that's a good one. Joker's fucking nuts.
I'm sorry.
And he blames everybody for everything.
Well, you know.
Well, and you had told me one time that you feel like everybody has the tendencies that the Joker puts out.
Yeah, you should. Everyone does. Everyone acts like they're like super like, normal and do the right thing, and that's fine. That's great. I think everyone should do the right thing. I think everyone should have love for their fellow man. But at the deep down at the root of it, when you're fucking driving in the street, someone cuts you off, you want to hop out your fucking car at the next stop sign and flip the fuck out. That's
Hell yeah,
all.
That's why I keep a bat in my car.
Yeah, you can kind of call him a
Wait.
Batman.
Wait. Oh, see?
That's
He
true.
took my joke right there. I like it. Okay, no, I got a serious question right now.
love it.
Serious question. Loofahs or bar soaps?
Ooh, now I use bar soaps, but the motherfucker loves a good loofah.
Come on, right?
A hard ass scrub on your back after a long
Oh.
day, get that good back knee off.
On a stick or just like the loofah by itself?
I don't know, dude. I didn't have it on the stick. That's some uppity
See-
ass shit. That's some,
That's
some Bed Bath and Beyond type shit right there
I
on
know.
the stick.
But
But
I
bitches
mean,
don't like back knee, so you got to take the back knee off. That's
This
why you
is
get
true.
some good
No,
loofah.
this is true. I know. This
Get a
is-
loofah with the stone on the tip of that joint.
Oh, hello.
Talking that talk.
Shit.
Talking that talk.
You're a bright red. What the fuck happened?
Well, I'm black. You can't really see that much.
Talking about Aaron.
Oh, sorry. Whew. Getting a little hot in here, man.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, a little warm.
You
My
too?
forehead's a little warm.
You're always warm,
think I
so
got
I
a-
don't even trust what you say.
I think I got a fever.
You're hot too?
Do you got a
I'm
thermometer?
all right. It's
All
a
right.
little
Manny,
it's getting there, but we're good. All right.
Manny?
Next topic. Next.
do you got a thermometer?
No.
Oh, okay, because I can just pull down my pants and you can check my temperature for me.
No.
That'd be great.
I got this red vine.
You'd love that.
That's perfect. Same thing, right?
Close
Maybe.
enough.
Close. It'll always be red. Might be hot.
Well, you know,
I don't know.
I can tell if it melts, then I'm sick.
We'll
right?
try later.
All right.
We'll try later.
That works.
I'm never gonna eat red vines again.
You should.
Ever.
They're delicious.
Oh, I love red vines.
You might love it
But
better
not
with a hint
anymore.
of AA Ron.
Heyo.
AA Ron's AA ass hole.
Oh, that's a great. Just can we just take a moment of silence? Think about that. Just think about it.
No.
Just think about
Roll
it.
on to the next one.
question. Jesus.
What's your? Oh fuck. He's over here making faces.
Pantomiming red vine.
If you
into
had a
anus.
video at home, it's me doing the AA Ron red vine in the AA hole of AA Ron. New logo.
It's a great logo. I like it. That works. Oh dear, he's getting into it. Oh dear. I mean,
All right. Next
That-
question.
With
Sorry.
you saying stuff like that makes it sound like he's actually doing it to you. Okay, next question.
thank you.
What's your superpower?
Ooh, I thought about this one. I wrote a dissertation down.
Oh, nice.
It was
He
a
uses
dissertation.
words bigger than us.
I try my best.
no.
Wait.
He's trying to upclass
Wait.
us.
You can read minds?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
should cut him off on that.
You don't
one.
want to read.
should've.
You don't want to
You
read
should've.
mine. That's actually one of the
You
worst superpowers. I don't
I
think
would
anyone should
never
actually
want-
know
No,
exactly what
this is-
someone's thinking.
this is
Everyone
true.
always thinks about the selfish ramifications of it, but
Matt Parkman from Heroes. They did it really well because
Yeah.
everybody, right when he got him, he was in the park and he just heard everybody's fucking thoughts all at once.
like imagine. I mean, it's cool if someone's like, "Oh, that guy's a booger in his nose," you'd be like, "Oh, okay, let me get the booger out."
Hey,
But if someone's
look,
like,
I just
"Oh,
took
that
it
guy's-
out. I
I
just-
can't stand that motherfucker," and you're gonna get all mad. And shit. You don't want that power.
I just took it out. You didn't need to point it out.
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
It's all right. Good looking out. My superpower, if I had one, would be shape-shifting, but would also include the ability to disperse mass and also reconstruct matter at will.
What the fuck does that mean?
That means I can also shrink.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. So let's take Mystique, for example.
Sure.
She can only convert or shapeshift her own, I think, a couple feet or inches to her own body size. But the mass has to be proportioned too. So she can either turn to a semi-fat person or maybe, we'll say, a teenager or preteen.
Makes sense.
I want to be able to actually just turn into whatever the fuck I want to turn into.
Like you want to
because
turn into a rat or something.
yes,
I
so
got
that
you.
mass can actually be dispersed in something else. Also, with me changing shape and form, I want to be able to make claws. So
Okay.
that's where the matter replication comes into. So all around shape shifting.
What the fuck?
That's pretty cool, actually. You
That's
took a lot of thought into that.
Yeah.
I've thought about this my whole fucking life, man. I'm telling you. If I turn into Buddy, instantly good credit. You
I don't know
know,
about all that, but
I'm sitting there. If I'm like fucking going to Morton's, turning to Oprah, get a
Oh.
free meal.
Hello.
Nice.
You know what I'm talking about?
I like it.
he walks in and he does the Oprah show and he just fucking, fuck you, fuck this place, I'm walking out.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. We're all getting a car.
See, the way your hands were going, I thought Oprah was going to flash everybody because you went like this, and I was like, whoa, is Oprah flashing everybody right now? This is momentous occasion. Everybody shut the fuck up because Oprah's going to flash everybody.
Side note, the replication of matter is important because I often wondered with Mystique. So she changes clothes also.
Sure.
Is the clothes her fucking skin? Because that'd be kind of weird if
has
you
to be.
fucking, like, you know, you're sitting there walking around. You're technically naked all the time, but your shirt or your boobs look like a flannel shirt
Sure.
or a double-breasted jacket
I like it.
or a blouse. That's cool, I guess.
Can she change into Gordo from Mortal Kombat?
She probably could.
Right? 4 arms.
It'd be a little,
four boobs.
A little Gordo.
It'd be like a
though.
little Gordo.
He'd be-
she had like
she'd be
two
like
small
a-
Gordo
yeah.
arms underneath.
What was that?
I don't know if Gordo would sound like that.
Was Shiva the other one? The
Yeah,
girl
I
Gordo
think
with
so.
like
Yeah.
with like 6 boobs
Yeah.
and 6 arms or something fucking crazy
Let's
like
see, that would take the mass from either the big arms or the small arms.
See, there
and
it
I
is.
think equally would make each side boob a little bit smaller than the mid boob, so that way she'd have like
There it is.
it'd be like an Olympic stand. If you think about that, it's
Okay.
like small, big, mid, varying degrees of mid, but that'd be Mystica Shiva with small boobs.
Aaron, dude, I swear to God, he's fucking it all
Can't
up.
do it.
He's just like getting him off on these random tangents.
I think they're good.
He asked to. He wanted to ask his own question.
Oh yeah, he did.
I'm sorry,
You're good at Aaron. I like
Fine.
Shiva's small, medium, small boob.
right?
Okay.
Keep
The
going, Manny.
pyramid.
I'm sorry. I'm done.
If you had to have your,
don't
if
be
you had to
done.
have a weakness, what is your weakness? Or maybe you do have a weakness, but it's amplified in this case.
like my weakness is my shins.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Touch
I
his
once,
shins.
I
Go
once
for it.
kicked my kindergarten teacher in the shins for not letting me go during finger painting. Got kicked out of school.
I would have kicked you out of school too. Not gonna lie.
I wouldn't
Being
want
a bitch, soft ass shins. I couldn't figure out a weakness. Not saying I don't have a weakness. I think my weakness would just be all around crying in the corner or something like that. I don't know.
I thought that was, yeah, I thought that one was going to be hard, but I just wanted to see what people would say.
Like I had a bunch that might be funny. Vodka, gummy bears, Cartoon Network.
Is there vodka in this? God damn it!
Yeah, right. Like I'd be flying or trying to save somebody, pass the bar. Like, hey, you got vodka? Yeah, we got vodka. Oh, hold on. Keep the fire going. I'll be back. Probably take a little sip of that. I'm like, oh, let's just come out drunk trying to save folks.
This is delicious. Like Hancock and shit, all
This is
fucking hungover.
That's fucked up. Why that was his weakness? Why every
Was booze.
was booze.
Yeah.
Malt liquor. What would stop a black superhero? Malt liquor. He wouldn't know what to do next to a liquor store at all. He'd be like, I'm trying to save your life, lady. Oh shit, is that Old English?
To be fair, Iron Man was an alcoholic as well.
For like 15 minutes in the movie. Then all of a sudden he was cured.
in the comic. And then he had the what was it, monster in a bottle? No, it was a demon in a
Demon in a
bottle.
bottle. Yeah.
That was a good one.
It was
But he was more human than superhuman, so it kind of
yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Batman was alcoholic in BBS.
That's true.
That's because he had to cut loose a little. You spend your whole days in a fucking cave saving people's lives, you can become a fucking alcoholic.
I need
This
to
is
get
true.
Fucked up.
I need
Yeah.
some booze.
He was going through some rough shit.
Bose? Like
Booze.
headphones? You have headphones on right now.
Nice
That's
ones
true.
too. They accentuate your good
They're
looks.
decent.
Thank you.
They work.
That fucking olive skin of his.
He's just mad because he got the same one. You ain't giving him no compliments.
Who, Manny?
Yep.
Nah, man just came from Hawaii. He still got that good little brown glow over there.
No, actually, that's my natural color right there.
No, he's still a little white.
If no one's seen Manny, he
white.
looks like a more handsome Antonio Banderas.
Nice. I love that. I'll be okay.
If you
What?
haven't-
Who the fuck
Wait
are
a
you
minute.
looking at?
that salt and pepper beard of his. Talk that talk, Manny. Talk
Look
that
at that.
talk.
Thank
Look,
you.
I was
feel-
okay with the whole Tony Stark thing last week, okay? Antonio Banderas? Puss in Boots himself?
I forgot to say last week that Robin actually calls me her Poe Dameron. That's my Star Wars character, Poe Dameron.
I don't know about that.
He won't give me one, but he wants to be
All right,
fucking Han.
that's fine.
I can't be R2D2.
That's fine.
I can't be Obi-Wan. I
That's
can't
fine.
be.
You can be Poe Dameron as long as I'm Han.
You're not
Why do
Han.
you
Oh, I'm
Solo so
totally
bad.
Han Solo.
Why you be
Because
Han
he's
Solo
the
so bad?
baddest, dude.
Nah, he's not.
Yeah.
Well, I
Spoiler.
even like Star Wars, so it doesn't matter. to me.
Aaron wants to be
But Chewbacca's the best.
Boba Fett.
Spoiler
You
alert.
can be my Chewie.
Han Solo.
What does that mean?
I'm Han. You're Chewie. We're
hey,
sidekicks.
hey, Chewie, do something for me. I often imagine that Chewie's cursing Han Solo out. And
Yeah.
you can't understand him. He's like,
all-
hey, Chewie, bring this car around. This motherfucker right here. You know, goddamn well you can get the car yourself. You get to talk all the bitches, and I gotta walk around, get the vehicle, and do all the dirty work.
I'm always saving your ass.
Yeah, I was saving
motherfucker.
your ass.
But he's shooting at me because I'm bigger and you hiding behind me and shit.
He was like, who do we shoot? The big ass dog looking motherfucker. Fuck that shit.
Technically, at least Chewbacca's still alive right now. Han Solo's fucking dead.
That's true.
Spoiler alert.
I've never seen Force Awakens so good looking.
Well, I'm sure.
Okay,
it's
hold
been-
on.
I don't even care. I actually tweeted that the day it came out.
Hold on a
I
second.
put it on my Instagram and like on black and black text. So if you
Oh.
look really close at it,
Sure.
you can read that Han Solo dies.
There it is.
Spoiler alert.
Did
It
you
was
do
like-
spoiler
What an
alert
asshole.
after you said Han Solo dies?
No, I just put it up there.
Okay.
I said enjoy the
He's
movie.
he's doing it for the show.
I like it.
yeah. Yeah,
But I
no,
already said spoiler alert.
I'm just doing it again. Some people might just tune in
No.
in between those 2 minutes.
I'm gonna fast forward
Let me
like
start this
25
podcast.
minutes. Boom, that's where I want to go.
Let me start this podcast right at the 25 minute and 30-second mark.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, perfect. Oh, man. Okay, let me skip forward 2 minutes.
Covering all bases.
Next question.
Next question.
What would if you had one weapon during a zombie apocalypse, what would it be?
I thought long and hard about this.
Did you take our list under consideration?
I did.
Whole
I
hands
did.
do not exist in this world.
They do totally exist.
They
in this
exist, but you're getting eaten, first off.
world. Well, you know, I mean,
Because first off, let's dissect that just real quick. You're in this area here, okay? Say the zombie apocalypse starts right now.
sure.
Boom.
We're in it.
Fucking Buddy's like, we need to get fucking canned goods from Nugget. Let's go.
It's true.
Fucking Manny's like, I gotta save my electronics and shit.
Hell
Let's do
yeah.
this.
Sure.
Xbox might still work.
It might.
For a couple more minutes. Let me log on real quick, play some Destiny or whatever game you like to play. I'm a Destiny player. This motherfucker right here is going, bro. Go grab me fucking Bud Light tall cans from the Nugget.
Yes.
I'm going into Target real quick. Get the motherfucking Hulk hands.
Yes.
All right. Shit's going south outside. Get the Hulk hands.
Well, since I'm in Target, I will get
Let
the
me grab some fucking Honors t-shirts too. It's gonna get chilly outside. Oh, they got fucking thermals? Get those too.
and mannequin limbs.
And mannequin
Because we're in Target, so they have mannequins.
They got
there.
nice ass mannequin limbs.
Right.
I used to be there. Shout out to 1025.
See?
We'll
There
give it
we
a
Now,
Boulevard.
if you happen to run in on the way back from the Nugget, see a lawn gnome, grab that too.
Yeah, if you happen to see one.
Happen.
But my weapon of choice would be, and it's not even a weapon, it's just me being smart. Fucking full body armor. I don't know what the fuck you guys are thinking about. Wanting to fight folks with a wrist machete and a t-shirt.
Where are you getting this armor?
Why are you always worried about where shit's getting from? Where the fucking zombie apocalypse coming from? You trying to be extra realistic in this hypothetical situation. Where are you getting body armor from?
It makes
the
it
same
interesting.
motherfucking place you getting a mace from.
Hey,
in
I'm
that-
making my way to that museum.
Hey Puff, can you send Mason Betha down here, please? We got a zombie
In
apocalypse
that
going
case,
down.
can I change my number 1 to the Iron Man suit?
No, you can't.
You
Why
can't
not?
get the fucking Iron Man suit. You can get body armor. You can get fucking Hulk hands.
So are you going like full what is
Full
Teflon?
chainmail underneath
Oh,
the
okay.
armor.
Oh, I see.
Only my face out, covered up in glass, Glenn style. They try to bite me, metal, punch, bullets come at me, reflecting off. I can't move fast. I'm fat anyway. Where the fuck am I going? I need to protect myself. It's all about fucking defense in the zombie apocalypse. What you want to do is be the motherfucker people stand behind. So think about this. Let's take all your top 1 weapons. Arm machete, mace, Hulk hands. Get behind me. I got body armor. Let's fuck these fuckers up tank
I
style.
like that.
Fucking World of Warcraft.
Back to back to back to back.
Yes. AB, they're coming this way. Rotate,
Yeah,
defend,
I love
Hulk
it.
hand, slash, mace from the top.
Was my number 1 a mace?
It probably wasn't, but that's the one that stuck in my head.
Yeah.
That
I
awesome
mean,
ass
technically,
picture.
I had a crossbow as well.
That's dumb.
But no, the Hulk hands were like,
That's dumb too, but it's better than the crossbow.
well, you know.
Unless you throw the Hulk hands at the fucking zombie.
I had somebody.
Put a Hulk hand at the tip of a crossbow
You got
bolt.
me. Hey, Aaron.
Come on, I love it.
fucking Green Arrow style over here. Can we get thing hands? Can we get Iron Man glove blasters
Oh my
that
God.
shoot the disc out, but put ninja stars inside of it?
Totally. If Manny
you
can
go.
make his fucking weapons,
That's
we
what
can
I'm
do
talking
that.
about.
I don't know if a man can make fabricating weapons in the basement.
Hey,
you know.
you never know. You know, I can
I
get
think
that
we
glove.
do know.
I've got that idea.
What are you doing in that labyrinth of a restroom? I'm making Freddy Krueger claws right now.
Don't bother me.
Can I
Leave
just,
me alone.
can I just have the toilet paper, please? I really need to poop.
He's like, only come and get me if the Xbox works again. That's all I care about.
If the Xbox comes on, come get me. Till then, clawing it up.
I want to play Red Dead Redemption.
It's not out yet. This is zombie apocalypse.
Damn it.
That's pretty good. Body armor. I didn't even think about
That's a
that.
good
Like
one.
a SWAT armor.
Awesome.
SWAT team armor.
No, but
No, he's going like he's coming with me to the ancient museum and getting like that.
That shit's
Chainmail.
gonna be
King
heavy as
Arthur shit.
Did you forget the part that I'm slow in body armor? So if you want to go do this, make this trek, we can go to fucking Crocker Art Museum, stomping around.
Not bad.
Take
Do
that
they-
I Street Bridge.
Do they have them?
As long
at-
as Aaron's
sure they
paving
do.
the way with
There
the
we
whole
go.
cans.
See? I
Aaron
like
going
it.
through.
I love it.
My first stop, Crocker Art Museum.
How long do the batteries last in the Hulk gloves?
At least 3 seconds.
'Cause that's gonna get fucking irritating every time you punch a zombie. Hulk smash! It's fucking Sunday night in the middle of the night. You hear Aaron just go, hold on. What are you doing, Aaron? Nothing.
Nothing.
Leave me alone. It's lonely in the zombie. Are you whacking off the gloves? Sorry. Don't touch my gloves. My weapon is lotion and Hulk hands.
Well, you know, it feels good.
I'll try it later.
Rubber and silicone.
So,
Next question.
no, we're done with our questions now.
We are?
Am I ruining? Am I?
No, this is great.
I'm dying
This is
over
awesome.
here.
I'm fucking with you. I know.
Hold on.
It's better than episode
Hold on.
5.
Power Rangers or X-Men?
Ooh, okay, so
Because this is this isn't like
This
some
is-
bullshit question.
So
this is a valid
are we
question.
really basing this just 90s era?
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go
Let's just
cartoon
go
versus
cartoon
show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I agree with what I think it was you, buddy, last week that talked about Power Rangers, and you said it was that thing that no one talked about. I distinctly remember being on the bus talking mad shit about this kid about watching fucking. He was like, "I watched the Power Rangers yesterday. It was fucking awesome." I'm like, dude, you're fucking lame, bro.
I think he was talking
that
to
was
me.
You're a fucking nerd. He was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "You're a fucking nerd watching Power Rangers and shit." In the back of my mind, I'm like, "That shit was dope as fuck."
Exactly. Everybody liked it, but wouldn't say they liked it.
It was only because so everyone knows the bus has a hierarchy. Front of the bus, nerds. Middle of
Yes.
the bus, kind of lame, but they're kind of cool. You kind of fucks with them. But it's like it's like if you do like a gradient scale, so white to dark in the back. And very not saying that's who sits in the back.
He's getting all racy.
We earned it. Shout out to Rosa Parks.
Rosa,
Shut up.
damn it! I was gonna say it.
My school didn't even have fucking buses.
Where the fuck you walk from?
What?
Then? What are you talking about?
Where'd you live in Mexico?
I went to Burbank.
Oh, same
Oh
thing.
yeah, they ain't got buses. They ain't got buses.
Blood
The only
bank.
buses are trying to get people
Trying to
out
get the
of
fuck
there.
out.
Yeah.
I messed with somebody at Burbank before. Shout her out too.
What was the nickname for that school, Manny?
Blood bank.
What?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
the
even
worst
know how they
name
got. I
ever.
don't even know how they got a new football field and shit, man.
Oh, dear.
But anyway,
Last day of school was like all fucking riots.
Yeah,
It's
it
just
was-
people just popping, like fights popping up everywhere, chains getting popped on people's fucking bikes and shit.
because all you're thinking about is like, this is the last day to fuck this motherfucker up. I gotta do something. So you're sitting in first period like, when are we gonna fuck this motherfucker up?
It's like when the Giants win the World Series. Like
Exactly.
the whole town of San Francisco just gets burnt down.
Yeah. I mean,
Which is
Pretty
great.
much.
It's I'm sorry. I'm not just saying that about San Francisco. I'm saying about every city.
well,
that's
Hate
what
Street's
happens.
already kind of burnt down, but
This is true.
but you're absolutely correct. It's like, dude, they just won. Let's torch this bitch.
Every city except for when the Toronto Blue Jays, because they're Canada. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, what are they gonna do? They go, oh yeah, eh? Oh, we did it, eh? Okay, let's go home now, eh? Okay, eh?
Is there any poutine? left,
Oh dear, eh?
Is that how
Poutine and oats?
Canadians talk?
Oh dear, you know,
Eh?
hockey hoser.
Yeah.
They only like hockey.
get
Does
some-
Drake like hockey? Does Justin
He was
Bieber
on,
like hockey?
He was on Degrassi.
Does
well,
Chris
granted-
Jericho? He likes hockey.
I mean, Drake was in a wheelchair in Degrassi.
fuck Drake.
I could,
Fucking A.
I could see Weekend playing hockey.
I can
mean-
totally see that shit.
Right?
Yeah, he's like a fucking goalie with the hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you okay, buddy?
fucking dying. I'm like, how the fuck did this all fucking start? I just started laughing.
I can't even remember what the original question was.
I don't remember either.
I don't
Oh,
even know what the fuck-
X-Men or Power Rangers.
Oh, okay. It's gonna have to be X-Men. It's gonna be X-Men.
Of course.
We
X-Men.
went from
Yeah.
X-Men and Power Rangers to Drake in a wheelchair. This is great.
And
I love
hockey.
it. And hockey. Oh,
But
dear.
it's gonna be X-Men just because I'm
All right.
true to my roots.
No, I
that's
can
all.
dig it.
Yeah.
But Power Rangers was second. I loved it. I still watch it every now and again. Proud uncle moment when my niece, I gave her a Yellow Ranger figure. Her real question out of her mouth, without me even having any variants, was, "Is this Aisha or Trini?" I looked at my niece and said, "You are the most beautiful thing in the world."
That's awesome.
because the Yellow Ranger was
Yeah, oh,
Asian
sorry.
I know.
and
Trini is
African
the Yellow
American.
Ranger.
I know.
And right after that, it was Aisha. She had braids.
Yeah.
And then, but she was only on there for a really quick
Just
minute.
very.
And then they
just-
replaced her with another black chick with the big nostrils. And
Oh dear.
I didn't like her that much. She had really huge nostrils. Just nostrils, not nose, just nostrils.
I don't
No,
even
sure.
remember that.
Because you ain't down for the cause, bro.
I thought I was.
Oh dear.
You thought you were a ranger?
I thought I was a ranger.
Nah.
Okay, so you go by quite a few aliases.
Yeah.
And most of them have the word kicks at the end of it.
Yeah.
So I assume that you are a sneakerhead.
You can say that a little bit.
So
Bullshit.
Oh, I
just
just thought
a little bit.
I just thought you were
Pass.
Captain America because Captain America likes to kick people a lot. That's what he does. That's his move.
no, he likes to shield people. a lot.
No, he kicks. Watch the movies again. Captain America kicks the shit out of everybody.
because he
don't
just
think
learned
so.
kung fu.
I'm telling you. Watch him.
I'll watch it again. I have
Do
to.
it.
We'll do it.
Gives me another reason to watch the movie.
There
Yep.
it is.
You have a treat for us today, right? You wore some special shoes.
I wore
for
some
us.
special shoes.
And we're looking at them.
Yes.
They look kind of they're dark colored. Can you back up a little bit so I
Little-
can see them?
yeah.
random-
Oh wait, I got the mirror.
I was
right
like,
there.
how do I back
So
up from
they're-
the
they're
mic
pretty-
and show you the shoes? You want me to
They're
take
pretty
them
much
off?
they look black.
Yes.
At the moment,
Racist.
with some fucking red lines on
It's
it,
just my foot.
and it's a Nike.
Yeah, it's a Nike low
And
top.
you're like, okay, not too bad.
Sure.
That looks
These
good.
are these. What you're describing is the Nike Janowski
Bless you.
SB Freestyle Dornbecker.
all
keep,
that.
But
Is
keep
that
getting
it?
the description. I like
All
talk
that
that
stuff.
talk, man. He talk
All
that
that
talk.
stuff.
What you saying sounds
But-
sexy to me.
For somebody who does not know all that gibberish you just said, it's a black Nike.
There it is. That's me.
That's
because I don't know.
not. That's
that.
not.
but
I don't
that's-
agree.
I don't
Looks-
know.
Looks could be deceiving.
as a non-sneakerhead, that's exactly what people that aren't
Yeah.
into shoes would be
Yeah.
like. Oh, it just
Yes,
looks like a
it's
black
it's just a
sneaker.
black Nike.
Yeah, I'm.
Then you drop something on us.
A
We're
surprise.
all yeah.
I was
we're all
holding it.
sitting.
I was holding it. Now
In
just let
the
that bitch
case.
go.
Because
Yeah.
I came in and you said and you had the sneakers on. I have little gray Vans. That's all I
Yes.
have. I'm not a big into shoes. I've never been. I was a poor kid, so I never got into shoes.
Balding
And I looked at your
Yugoslavian.
shoes and I was like, oh, those are really nice, grayish black with a red stripe. Oh, that kind of looks like the under symbol of the bat symbol, but they're
I
just
didn't
black
notice
shoes.
that the first time.
I did.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, keep going.
No,
Okay.
it's
So the surprise was
So the surprise was he says take a picture. When I took the picture, I hit my flash and it actually reflected the Batman symbol.
that 3M though. That 3M though.
Was freaking awesome. And
Yeah.
I'll be posting that on our Instagram
Please do
today
Please
after
do.
the
He
show.
has magic shoes that turn white when you take a picture of them.
No, it's just the whole upper is 3M material. It has
a
a
reflector. Yeah.
I don't know what that
a
means.
nice. It's a reflective. 3M is reflective. So like when you're rocking your safety vest during the zombie apocalypse,
I got that.
those gray silver stripes.
Got 3 of them.
They
Not 3
reflect.
stripes, 3
I was
vests.
like, those would be Adidas if you have 3 stripes.
No. I mean, I do have Adidas, but they're like worn down.
They're not all side by side.
Yeah,
No,
no.
okay.
Yeah, just three safety vests.
I get it. But yes, that would be the 3M. So the whole upper on the shoe, I'm gonna take it off so I can get a better look at it.
Oh dear.
Don't worry.
And
He's stripping right
were
now.
these ever worn before tonight?
No, not outside the house. I went to wear them one day and I
Not
didn't want
outside the
so I put them on my foot. True story. This is a true ass story. I put it on my foot, took a photo, and was about to wear them, and I was like, I can't do this. I had to change shoes. I didn't want to wear them.
That's crazy.
I had Batman socks on and everything to match
Oh,
the shoes.
wow.
If we didn't get to it, when you shine a light or take a photo,
Yes.
the 3M on the shoe has a bat logo on the shoe because the history of the Dornbecker series is every year Nike does a collaboration with the Dornbecker's Children's Hospital, and a lot has typically, I want to say 10 to 13 kids to design a lifestyle shoe. So it ranges from Nike SBs to Jordans to Air Maxes, foam posits, and they have the new series should be coming up this year. They're typically really hard to get. But yeah, I saw this one online and I picked it up. But yeah, pretty much that's why the other side says Isaiah. Shout out to Isaiah. He made the shoe. He designed it. It has a little 30 on the back. His favorite character is Batman. He has a hat too that matches it, and the hat has a Batman logo on there too. So that's the history of the shoe.
That's
That's
dope.
sweet.
I love it. I like the story behind the shoe.
Me too.
Almost more than the shoe.
How many rough
Yes.
pairs? I know he does. That's why I asked him. Just so we can tell people your sneaker knowledge is.
At least 3.
Oh, come on.
At
Well,
least
this is what we'll do. You
at
throw
least-
you throw a number out. I'll say high or
42.
high.
Come on.
25.
High.
No. Psh.
No, I'm saying go
No,
above
it's
the
like-
number
Higher
that was
than 42.
No, I'm saying
87.
No, I'm
High.
saying 180,
high.
230.
High.
Holy shit, 340.
I'm not gonna say yes or no to 340. That
So
sounds
around
like, that
that
sounds
ballpark.
about
Ish.
around that
If
number.
we're in that
Ish.
ballpark.
Wait, did you say
High.
340?
Yeah.
No, low.
Oh,
240. About 240 last time I counted.
all right.
About
That's
and that's wearable. I do have some I don't wear.
Ask me how many I have.
How many shoes do you have?
No,
AA
high or
on?
low. Just
high or low.
Do a number.
5.
Low.
Next question.
3 is
Three.
the number.
So this is the thing, and I'll make this quick. It's not for everybody. I understand that shoes aren't everyone's bag. I don't know why I like them so much.
I
It's
just can't afford them. Is the problem.
you just choose not to, and it's
No.
probably a good thing. Everyone spends money on separate things that they want to spend money
I'm a
on.
poor
this room.
Yugoslavian boy.
This room is a testament to that.
Yes.
This
My
isn't
room-
my room.
I understand it, but my room looks completely different from this because each wall, instead of various movies and other things and knickknacks, I ain't gonna put his room on blast. You know what I'm saying? So no one knows exactly what's in the piece.
Don't worry, Sterling
want-
does that every time.
I want you to. I just want you
I
to
do.
know.
Oh,
I got
See
another
this outfit I have on right now? Black shorts, white T-shirt. This is one piece away from what I wear to work.
You probably have a fancy ass car. You probably got like nice yellow brakes.
No,
Okay.
I have a.
You probably eat hella good.
Nope.
All right. You.
He has a daughter.
I have
There you
a-
go. See, I don't got kids.
I'm a part-time
Yeah.
dad.
When you don't have kids, you can buy everything.
Now I have one on the way. Shout out to my gumdrop.
Oh.
I'll see you soon.
What the fuck is a gumdrop?
That's my nickname for my son.
Oh god.
He's not out the womb yet.
But he's
Wait,
he's-
was that a?
wait.
was that a
But it's
job?
like a real thing.
You never said it
You
over
didn't- you didn't know?
Facebook.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
My
I
photo
didn't-
is my Facebook avatar is a picture of my son in the womb.
Oh.
Okay, I
okay.
thought you were just like,
Sorry.
this is my future son is a gumdrop. That's what I'm going to call him. But
No,
it's like a
no.
real thing.
No, yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
I can dig it.
Shout out to my wife, my wonderful wife,
I like it.
J Glow, carrying my.
I'm not
future
gonna be
seed.
alone.
The future greatest of all time.
Boom.
We call him a kid because that's what baby goats are. They're kids. Who knew? Who knew? You got that?
I got a question actually. Is he Buddy or Sterling?
He's buddy.
Yes.
So
Does he
So-
know you for that long? Or
Yeah, he's known me since I was in high school.
oh, okay.
Since
All
I
right.
was a lot
I've known
younger.
Buddy a little longer, but
Yes.
anybody who's known Buddy before high school, like from high school before, it's Buddy. Period.
But you guys didn't know each other.
No,
I've
Never
met AA Ron before.
don't remember.
okay.
I don't.
He doesn't remember. I don't remember. I remember vaguely.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
And he
last
reminded me.
I don't remember
because
last
there's
week.
There's an incriminating photo floating around in
dear.
the streets.
Hello.
With AA Ron in it.
with me and you.
I'm in the photo. You're in the photo. I'm probably laughing at you guys. What you guys are doing in the photo, but it's
hello.
happening. Things is happening in that
Wait,
photo.
wait.
this
Is it
thing.
is it the photo of us at the Western Festival and I was wearing the rolled up T-shirt and I had the Hoobastank shirt?
No.
No, it wasn't me with the
Why
Hoobastank
do you have
shirt.
a fucking Hoobastank shirt?
Wait, hold on. You're gonna ask me. Hold on. You're gonna ask
That
me.
should be the fucking question.
You're gonna ask me
and
why,
second of all, why are you wearing a Hoobastank shirt?
with rolled up white shirt
Nope,
underneath.
I was gonna say Western Festival, but sure, if you want to go that route.
I mean, everybody went to the Western Festival.
I've never been.
Buddy
to,
was
I don't
there
know
too.
what that is.
I've never been to a Western Festival.
That's okay.
That was the
But
Elk Grove
what's
thing.
Is
Wait,
it like is it like cowboy Western? Is it just like
No. It's
No.
just like a carnival.
Oh,
That's all it is.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. No,
Let's
I
get
need to
back
ask.
to the Hoobastank shit.
What's worse, Hoobastank T-shirt or Limp Bizkit hat? Because I've owned both.
With these powers combined,
Thanks,
get-
Leonardo DiCaprio.
You get the ball.
yo, is that real?
No, that's fucking real. Leo's gonna make a Captain Planet movie.
Leo be smoking that danks.
Well, he was
Serious.
also supposed to do the Akira movie, and that never happened.
That's
so
Well, you know.
still waiting for that one.
Anyways,
So after Buddy Sterling, whatever the fuck you want to call
I
him.
don't know him. So someone said your name was Sterling once. Even when, and someone said Sterling. I was like, who the fuck is Sterling? What the fuck? And he was like, yes. The fuck? That's an odd name.
I don't think I knew his name was Sterling until junior high or high school.
Yeah. I kept it a secret.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to hear this question.
So
Sorry.
when he
Sorry.
told me that
Sorry.
you were basically a sneakerhead, the only thing I can think of is the Nikes from Back to the Future that came out this month.
Yes.
And I wanted to know your opinion about it.
Self-lacing Nikes.
So this is the third iteration, if I'm correct. It's either second or third iteration. They've released them 3 times. The first one was eBay auction. I think they did 10 or 11 pairs, and they weren't self-lacing, but they did have the lights in the bottom of the sole. I forgot what year they released. Sorry, don't kill me, sneakerheads. I forgot what year they released, but they were all auctioned off.
The
for a pretty
sneakerheads
penny.
aren't listening to this podcast.
There might be one.
I'm
I'm a
you.
sneakerhead.
That's you. That's
No.
you're the one.
I'm listening to myself right now. What the fuck are you talking about? Just do your Googles. And then they did another eBay auction. These were with the power lacing, and they also went for a pretty penny. This last round, kind of got everybody all up in arms. I'm included in the up in arms. Maybe I got mad because I was excited. They did a flash release. They were like, "Oh, these are coming out." They did a kind of hint. Then they said, "Oh, they're coming out tomorrow." Everybody's like, "Oh, what the fuck? They're coming out tomorrow. Let's get all our money together and not pay rent. Don't get groceries.
Yeah.
Fuck the kids' food, so on and so forth."
It all makes
Then
sense
you
to
wake
me.
up in the morning and you're like, "Oh, it's a raffle. Oh, you get to pay $10 a ticket.
Yeah.
Oh, there's only 89 pairs being made.
Yep.
Oh, great.
Oh, I'm checking Google and people were like buying $1,000 worth of tickets.
Oh,
Oh, this shit's real. I got folks hitting me up. Oh, I just dropped $100. I bought 10 tickets. So you're paying for L's. For those who don't know, in the sneaker world, L's are losses. We call those L's.
like raffle tickets.
Raffle tickets, yeah.
Hold on. Okay.
kinda-
No. How many raffle tickets did you buy?
None. Fuck that shit.
You didn't, but you don't want to buy those shoes?
I want to buy the shoes, but
But
I also believe that if you're going to donate to a cause, donate to the fucking cause. Don't do it
Sure.
with the selfish intent behind it. So it's like I have a bunch of things that I donate to myself, you know.
Sure.
So I mean, it's not about that. But the thing is, like, no one was doing this to stop Parkinson's disease. That's the solid truth. They were doing it to get shoes.
So
There was no ice bucket challenge
No.
aspect of this.
No.
So selling the shoe was to benefit the Michael J. Fox Foundation. That's
Yes.
what
Yeah.
Brandon is talking about. And these are the first ones that have the self-lacing technology, correct?
Yes.
This is the first. And Nike developed the technology? Like, they
Yes,
have their own
Nike-
fucking engineers? That's fucking nuts.
Nike had their engineers develop the technology. They've been kind of coming up with it for years. I think they pretty much just went into the labs when they after the movie and they saw they can like get something from it. I mean, because they also did not Nike did, but I think Universal Studios made a replica pair, and I guess they weren't as good, but some people bought those too, and you can get those actually cheaper than the actual Nike Air Mags.
Was it Nike in Back to the I'm pretty sure it was Nike in
It was
Back
Nike
to
and
the
Back
Future.
to Back to the Future too.
Yeah.
It's Nike.
So I just recently watched that movie.
Yeah,
There you
speaking
go.
of the movies,
Yeah, let's
I heard that you
transition.
just watched them.
I did.
How do you feel about them?
They're still shitty.
Shitty?
Okay, let's unpack this.
Let's
Let's
start with
break
number
it down
one.
from a
So I
fundamental
watched number one.
standpoint.
Number one.
Number one, I watched. I
do you-
dozed on and off, which is why I don't watch the movie that much. But the parts I did see,
Sure.
look, it's a fun movie. It's fun. It's a cult. I have a bunch of cult movies that I watch all the time that are that are dumb to people. I like Howard the Duck.
I'll probably fall
Oh,
asleep during Ferris
fucking
Bueller's
Howard
Day
the Duck
Off.
is down there, by the
now.
way.
I love Ferris Bueller's J-Lo.
But I'd probably fall asleep.
But it's cheesy
now.
too. It's not a good movie. It's
Come
not.
on.
It's not a good movie. And
I don't like John Hughes.
What sucks is that's his claim to fame,
Right?
That and Inspector Gadget
God damn it!
and marrying Horseface Parker.
Let's not talk about it.
How could somebody
They
go?
just divorced.
How could somebody go from
Yeah.
the coolest person to the dorkiest fucking person like
And
instantly?
he looks like the dorkiest.
You talking about me or Michael J.
No.
Fox? Oh, I'm about
No,
to
no,
say, I
no,
was
no.
like, holy shit.
What's his name?
Talking about Ferris Bueller. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, just because the 80s were over. He grew up.
Yeah.
He got a mustache, probably. He probably drank some wine, gained some weight.
So-
A lot of wine.
What did you think
Oh.
of Back to the Future?
He said
It was.
Yeah.
I want to know, and they never explained it, and maybe they will in part 3. I haven't watched part 3. I watched.
You
part
didn't like the first two, and
You
you ain't
won't-
gonna like the
you're-
third
I
one.
watched the first one and I watched the first one last night and the second one this morning. Well, I watched this first one again last night.
I can't wait to hear what he thinks about number 3 when he watches it.
I want to know why in the fuck is this town? By the way, shout out! It's a ghetto classic to me now because I realized they live in the hood. I seen the little area. Is it Lion Hill, Lion Vista? I don't
It's,
know.
Yeah. It ends up becoming the hood or something, right?
It looks like the hood in the beginning.
Sure.
It looks nice when he punches Biff in the face.
Sure.
And then it gets super hood G Parkway status.
yeah.
After Biff gets that book in part 2. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Biff gets rich.
It's okay to spoil a 30-year-old movie.
All right, you're right. But no, Biff, it was, I just want to know why he hangs out with that old ass man. Where they meet, is he someone's grandpa? Is he just a wily old dude from down the street? If he is, that seems unsafe.
It is.
Was his dad that much of a puss that he didn't know his son was walking, hanging out with this old ass doctor?
The answer for that question is yes, because his dad was a puss, and his dad was like very mousy and
Yeah.
like, I mean, come
Hold
on.
on, let's just get to the text that we got after Brandon watched the movie.
Oh dear.
Text goes, so let me get this straight. Marty's mom was the school hoe and tried to give her
True.
son the business.
True.
And why was this old ass man hanging around with a 15-year-old kid? That was fucking hilarious.
All true. These are all true statements. He got it all right.
I'm not
Side
saying
note, she
that,
was the school hoe.
but that was my favorite part.
I mean,
She's the school hoe.
I get it. She's cute. She was cute.
Back in the day.
But that'd be kind of odd. Like, imagine you going to the dance, kicking it, you back in the future, and your mom's like, hey, what's good? You're like, yo, I know what you do.
I'm just trying to play guitar
I'm
here,
just trying-
man.
I know how I got here. And she's trying, but yeah, it was odd to me. Like,
dear.
why she was throwing it at him fierce, throwing it at him hard.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mom's was a thought. That's hoe over there. If you didn't know.
She was definitely a raper.
Yeah, no, she was
dear.
trying. She was
Oh,
trying to.
wow.
Yeah, she was trying to.
Manny always bringing it back to the rape.
Way to bring it back to
Can
the
we
rape.
just not bring it to the rape anymore? That would be great.
We got this last thing, but I don't think we have time for that, right?
What?
The
I think we
number
should talk
5.
about it.
Okay.
We're gonna do it.
It's
do it.
We're fine.
All right.
Come on.
This
is a good
go
topic.
an hour and 15, Manny.
Come on.
If it costs you extra, well, I'll chip in for it.
Hey, yeah, it's
As
not
you
me.
see, I didn't say I'll pay for it all. I said chip in.
Chip
I
in.
got something on it. I'll pay for 2 minutes.
It's
I got
not.
5 on it.
I got 5. You
and
can eat the
let's
rest of the
be
licorice.
honest. I think it's okay because you're African American, and we're talking about changing races in comic book characters.
yeah.
And I don't
We
think it
didn't-
would be appropriate for us white dudes to talk about it.
Did you
by
really
ourselves.
specifically mean race or just in general?
race and gender?
It started off as race. Then it actually, in my mind, it became race, gender, and also sexuality.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple of things that I've heard and looked into and saw and stuff like that too, just in movies and characters.
What, buddy?
I did have something really quick, and sorry to derail everything.
Derail the
You
fuck
got
out
a
of
you got a
it.
But
day
I
of the week.
did want you to talk about, because I really want the listeners to hear this, because I thought this was cool. I did an interview with Brandon a while back ago, but I asked him how he got introduced to comic books, and I thought this was a really cool story. And it almost kind of plays into what we're talking about.
What is the story?
So the story is, and after you asked me that question, it's actually 2 parts, but the other one's not really as deep, but it wasn't the start. But I know what you're talking about. I got into comic books because, so my pops wasn't the most poetic when it came to being able to explain things.
I know how you
to me and
feel.
stuff like that. And the thing is,
Everybody here.
he did his best to what he had to do.
Tree now.
And I, what do you mean I'm getting whooped?
Oh dear.
And he did it, and I remember it had to have been February because it wasn't like I was in having an issue, but I asked him like what racism was.
Sure.
And he's gonna punch me in the face afterwards.
Nobody's gonna punch you in the face.
He asked me what race. Well, I asked him what racism was, and he was like, "What are you talking about?" And it was like probably Black History Month or something like that. So we were talking about it in school.
Yeah.
And I was younger, and I remember we were at Pack and Save because Pack and Save used to sell comic books on a reel or on a rack that would pretty much spin around, and all the books were all bent and everything, but he didn't give a fuck. No one was collecting books back then, or my young ass wasn't. Long story short, he got me an X-Men book and just said that people hate these people because they are different from one another. And that was kind of my first exposure in the comic books. And that's probably why I like X-Men a lot. Because they were the first thing that I kind of grasped onto because it makes sense, you know, they're literally born that way. Well, they get their powers when they're teenagers or hit puberty or whatnot. But he just said they're different and they're not like everybody else. And I remember he pointed to Beast or something like that and Wolverine and I think the Jubilee because this was the early 90s and they were fucking awesome. But yeah, I started reading comic books, but then when I really got into it, like heavy, like I want to actually collect comic books was, I don't know if anyone remembers out there, comic book, like comic cards, the trading cards and shit.
Oh yeah.
I got a lot in that.
Dude, I was looking for my sketchbook and my comic book cards because I have a fucking Jim Lee collection. That was the fucking first one I ever got, and the Jim Lee X-Men collection is fucking badass. If you don't know what it is, do your Googles. It's some of Jim Lee's finest artwork on X-Men.
Oh yeah,
because he did the whole fucking series and damn near every character. But what I used to do, I didn't read books a lot because I didn't have the money for it. So I'd like spend my, I would take people's cards, all their extras and shit like that, and I'd read the back of them. The back would have like a synopsis and their powers, and I would use that to kind of put everyone's story together, and then I'd buy the books to fill the story up, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I know that kind of goes derailed from your question, but yeah, I got those two things got me into comic books. So my dad telling me what racism was through an X-Men book and comic book cards.
Well, that's funny because the creator of X-Men said that's what X-Men was. X-Men was an allegory for racism and homosexuality.
Yeah, it was actually it was a spinoff or a playoff of what the civil rights and stuff like that were supposed to be. So I mean, they just couldn't blatantly make a book about white people not liking black people or why they're different. So they just did it in a way to kind of assimilate that everyone was all the same, because I mean they did a really good job early on of making multiple cultures and nationalities for the X-Men. Yeah. That's why you have Jubilee as Asian and Kitty Pryde is Jewish, and even though they're still predominantly all white, but they did their best to kind of blend in the cultures and stuff like that. Oh shit! Of the X-Men and everything. So
you might want to put your
put my headphones. I got too excited about these X-Men
headphones back in.
Brandon told me when he first said it, he was like, I was reading the comic book, so he went back up to his uncle. So he's like, so you're telling me black people have powers? And he was like, no. He's like, so you're telling me white people have powers? And he was like, no. I'm just trying to show you that people are different.
Yeah, no, I legit was like, so I got powers when I turned teenager. He was like, no, what are you talking about?
Well, and that's the thing is, I remember I read there was an article about Stan Lee, and he talked about how he loved Spider-Man so much because yes, he was a kid in a costume with a hood on, so any kid could think he was Spider-Man. Granted, when he took off his little hood, he was a white kid, but that's why they made Miles Morales. He was the black Superman, the black Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I know there was different African American superheroes before that, but that's the Spider-Man for African American kids.
Yeah, and that was around the time. I mean, because Marvel, it's funny that they keep going or keep having to fight the comic book industry in general, and maybe someone might be mad at me for feeling this way. They always feel like they need to like placate to everybody and their everyone's background modern media doesn't have a vast representation of every race and culture. That's just the way things are, and I mean it's not going to happen. So it's not kind of like saying deal with it, but don't force it. And I think that kind of goes into what we were probably gonna the next topic and what we're gonna talk about.
Well, I did a little bit of research last night, and I actually found an article where they did interview Stan Lee and asked him how he felt about it, and he actually disagreed with with a lot of the gender changes and the race changes and the sexual orientation changes. He actually disagreed with all of it.
No, and I completely agree. And
You agree with him?
I agree with him. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because right now we have DC who's doing the movie stuff, and they're doing a new Rebirth series in the comics, and it's a lot of the same going back to the originals. And then we have Marvel, who changed their whole universe. Iron Man is a 15-year-old African American girl. Thor is a white woman. They changed races, genders, everything about all their superheroes in the Marvel universe. And then DC is going back to the originals, like Batman. Arrow is back to the original Arrow. I can't remember his name now. He's
Oliver
back to
Queen?
he's back to Oliver Queen. And the DC universe is going back to the originals, where Marvel is going back is going and changing everything.
Yeah, and they do that every. Marvel does it way more than DC. DC would just change their retcon their history, which is equally as irritating. But yeah, no, and the thing is, there's a way to do it and a way to not do it. And if it helps the story progress, then I get it. So with the Iron Man thing, I just found out that he was still going to be around. To me, that helps the story.
Yeah,
that could be good for the story itself, because then you have she's in there, he's in there, Dr. Doom's Iron Man now also. But the one thing I don't like, and I'm using as an example, is Iceman. I don't know if people are aware, they retconned his history. Now he's homosexual. This is not me saying I don't like homosexuals, but it doesn't add to the story
This
of
happened
Iceman.
a couple years ago, I think.
No, last year.
It was last year.
It was early this year.
So I understand where you're coming from, but do you feel the same way if it's kind of like the Iron Man story, where it's not necessarily Tony Stark is now a black female, but that a black female takes on that suit, that mantle, and continues on the story?
Yeah, I'm okay with, and that's still a tough question because I don't see.
You got Sam Wilson now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like it does. That didn't
Kevin.
really. That makes sense of the story, but it didn't really need to be. I mean, because we've already seen multiple people take up the mantle. So I remember people being like, "Oh yeah, Sam Wilson's," or it being on the news. There's a black Captain America.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, there's been black Captain Americas before. He wasn't even the first one.
Right.
I remember when Young Avengers, Captain America in there, or the Captain America like person was African American. The second Young Avenger, Captain America like or mantle holder, was actually Latin American. But those two individuals didn't get put on, a public display. So yeah, to me that didn't help the story out. But to speak to the Iron Man part, if it was just they have Battle World, they recreate the universe, and Tony Stark's a black female, that doesn't make sense to me.
I get it.
It doesn't help out the storyline in my mind.
So, I mean, I know we're talking about comics right now, but like with the Arrow Flash verse, Arrow Flash Supergirl verse.
Yeah.
So, the Wests, which is Iris West, Joe West, and then Wally West. In the comics, they're a white family.
Yes.
Now they're all, I mean, it's not a big deal, but they're, Iris, Joe, and Wally are all African American. And so in Supergirl is
Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen.
Who goes by James Olsen.
Can I just point out, Jimmy Olsen, the nerdiest, dumbass white kid in all of comic book history, is now this buff-ass, sexy fucking black dude.
You can say black dude. I know you
Right?
hesitated. Just
Like,
say black.
oh, he is like the most attractive black man on television, Jimmy Olsen is.
Well, put me on TV, then he'll still be the most attractive black guy.
Well, I mean, come on.
But no, it's for in both situations. Well, I won't say both situations. And I feel like, why am I taking all the talking?
No.
That's why you're here.
Yeah, no, that's what we have you on.
This is the meat. This is
So
what we're looking
the
for.
Flash part, to answer the Flash part, for the TV show, I guess it's okay.
It's
because you're
just
building your own universe, and it doesn't really change anything. It's not.
And now in the Rebirth, Wally West is literally looks like Wally West in the show. He's a black kid.
No, they're both there.
Yeah.
They're
Wait,
both there.
it's the white kid and the black kid are Wally
they're
West.
both there.
See, I have them and I haven't read them yet.
Yeah, they're both there. Wally West actually. Sorry to all my PC listeners.
Don't worry.
Not PC computer like politically correct.
Once
but
again, my mother. Don't worry about her.
shout out to AA Ron's mom.
That's fine.
Not in a disrespectful way. I'm just saying hi, AA Ron's mom. We're glad you listen, and shout out to you.
Thanks.
Big ups. But yeah, it doesn't add to the Black or New 52 Wally West being there and pre 52 Wally West being there together. They're gonna do something with it. They actually are supposed to just start meeting each other in the books, so the storyline's gonna unfold there. But I don't know what that does.
Like Earth 1 and Earth 3 or whatever. Yeah.
To me, that's literally just like Peter Parker and Miles Morales.
Sure.
But they're both different people, but they're both still there. So, but with that situation, the way they wrote it was Amazing Spider-Man, Peter Parker, he owns a big business.
Sure.
He can't be everywhere at once. So Miles Morales, he does the team thing because he's younger, he needs training. So Peter Parker will do kind of the New York stuff.
Yeah.
And Miles Morales will go on the team missions. And of course, Peter Parker goes on like all the big things too. But for the most part, you're going to see Miles Morales traveling. That kind of makes sense to me. You know, it's kind of like giving the mantle, which is always what DC was good at, was giving characters mantles. Because Marvel only has, well, now Iron Man and Ironheart and Hawkeye, Clint and Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, and Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Peter Parker. So giving mantles out to the kind of younger characters, which then in turn brings in the younger audience. That's the way to do it, in my opinion. Not just making them a different gender, race, nationality, sexual orientation, just for the sake of pulling in readers.
Sure.
There's never been a situation where I go, oh, damn, that guy's black now. I'm going to start reading Green Lantern.
Well, yeah. It's being growing up Mexican.
Yeah.
What?
Somebody asked me, do you care that any of these people are black, white, Mexican, gay, whatever? And to be honest, I don't feel like I ever thought about that when I was a kid, when I was deep into this stuff. Like, oh, if Spider-Man was only Mexican, I'd probably like him more. I never really felt like I thought that.
No, and the thing is, I didn't think about it either until it was brought to my if it was brought to my attention. You know,
Right.
I'm not gonna say my mom never pointed out that every character in this book is Caucasian and there's no African American characters and stuff like that. And but even her saying it, I'm just like, oh, okay. I mean, there was Milestone Comics that were not predominantly, they were black owned, black created and stuff like that. And they folded into DC. That's why you have Icons and Static Shock and stuff like that. They became DC at that point. But it wasn't a situation of me feeling like I can only read or I need to only read this book. And not saying that she put that on me or anything like that. It just wasn't a first foremost thought. I didn't feel that I need to only read X-Men books that have Bishop in it because he looks kind of like me, which he doesn't, because I never had like a fucking 6-foot long Jerry curl mullet. But yeah, no, it was never anything in the forefront of my mind. I mean, you read books just to kind of escape, not to kind of be in the same world that you're in. I mean, me personally, I can't speak for everybody else.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, I read Superman when I was a kid, and I didn't read really much else. And I just got into comics about 4 years ago, and now we're podcasting, and I'm big into TV shows. I just literally 2 hours before this show, I finished Luke Cage. One of the best Marvel TV shows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's so good and so in-depth and so just layered, and I love it.
Better than Daredevil?
Yes.
I think it's up there,
Really?
and yes.
And I'm not just saying that.
I'm not.
I'm not just saying that
Look,
because
I'm not just
it
saying that
is.
because I'm black, but
I'm trying to finish Jessica Jones right now just so I can watch Luke Cage.
You don't have to.
you don't have to finish.
I know,
I didn't
but
finish.
I'm-
No. And the thing is, so before, and I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No.
Before, I remember you guys saying you guys didn't
Don't
read.
ever apologize to him again.
Never. None of us care what he thinks.
No,
anyway.
Shut up.
I remember you guys saying that I didn't watch Jessica Jones, I didn't watch Daredevil, blah blah, with all this stuff. And after I watched Luke Cage, because before you guys said it, I thought to myself like, oh, you need to watch those shows. They're all Marvel because I'm a Marvel fanboy. And quite frankly, it's pretty awesome that we live in an age where these characters, where we used to have to buy these books every once a week and flip through them and like wait till the next week we get them all in
Right
a
now.
2-hour chunk. But anyway, you don't need to finish Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones is a good premise. If you get to about episode 9,
That's
you've,
exactly where I'm at.
That's where I stopped.
you've
yeah.
watched Jessica Jones. And there's nothing ill about Jessica Jones. I like that it's more of a thriller and character driven than say a Daredevil, which is more character action driven. Compared to Daredevil, Jessica Jones is kind of a character ensemble because you need the girl that's going to play, I think it's going to be Hellcat. You need the guy's going to become Nuke. You need Luke Cage. You need Night Nurse, and you meet all those people. So it puts them all in place.
Oh, Night Nurse.
Talk that talk, Night Nurse.
Come on.
If you're interested in Night Nurse, you watch Luke Cage.
Seriously.
But no, you should. Luke Cage is a good show. Luke Cage is a solid show. One of my good friends, shout out to Marcos. He didn't even care about it whatsoever.
I was wondering if you were gonna shout out to Marcos.
I got to shout my boy Marcos. But yeah, he was texting me saying like, "Oh no, this is fucking good. Like this is a really good show." And I mean, the thing is,
And Marcos is a white guy.
yeah, Marcos. Well, he's actually Portuguese and Latin.
Oh, I was going to say,
sorry.
if you know another Portuguese and Yugoslavian man, then I need to meet this guy because that's what I am. But never mind.
But he goes by white though.
Oh, okay.
He's not gonna care.
I mean,
Yeah.
same with me.
Yeah,
You know.
you had your hand up.
Oh,
Did you have your hand up, AA Ron?
the best part of that show happened in episode 12,
what
11
are you
or 12.
talking about?
Yeah, don't
Shut
No,
up.
no, no.
about
It's
the
not
show.
like pivotal.
Yeah, but even if
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
wanna
I'm
know.
going to fucking.
Guy.
What an asshole!
No.
You just got shut.
Spoil
down.
that
Okay,
shit.
I'm just
AA
gonna
You guys
say-
can talk
I'm just
after
gonna
the
say
show.
one
You
word.
guys can
AA Ron.
talk after the show.
Method Man.
You done fucked it up.
Yeah.
Nah,
what
you-
the fuck? You should have
I'll
held
clean
that
it up
back.
for you. I'll
Fuck
clean it up
yeah.
for you.
Come on.
I'll clean it up for you. Method Man's in it.
So good.
Don't tell him about what
I'm not
happens.
going to do it, but it's so
What asshole?
It actually- no.
Know that.
Just saying that doesn't
Well,
fucking spoil
that's
anything.
on the like, you'll probably see it like on the fucking header or on the internet.
That doesn't-
but the interaction is what fucking
Okay.
does it. So
Alright.
when you see it,
Still, yeah.
Oh,
because and I'll set the premise. I'm not gonna say anything. I'll set the premise.
These motherfuckers. They
No,
just
listen,
keep
listen,
going.
listen. I'm not
They
gonna keep
keep
going.
okay.
You watch.
I'll
All
watch
I'm gonna
the damn
say, all I'm
show.
gonna say is when you watch Luke Cage, you have this one feeling the whole time you watch Luke Cage.
ODB.
You have this one feeling. It puts you in this mindset when you're watching Luke Cage, and then you see Method Man, and then that part happens.
Okay.
It's
All right.
These fuckers.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Look,
saying. They
okay,
couldn't
no.
just shut the fuck up.
hold on. You were the one that said, "Oh, that's great. He's watched Luke Cage. I've watched Luke Cage. You guys can talk about it."
We'll
and now I
talk
can't fucking talk
how
about it.
good it is. You don't got to talk about the goddamn show.
All I said was Method
Not
Man.
all of us, have fucking middle of the day, with nothing to do but watch Luke Cage.
It's like mom and stepdad are fighting.
Look,
We
asshole.
always fight.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Sure.
I'm getting tired of y'all asking me questions. And no, we're gonna make it fast. How do you guys feel? And all you guys can answer, or you guys don't
So-
have the answer, or whatever.
Buddy, Manny, me.
Yes. How do you guys feel about Zendaya playing Mary J. Watson in Spider-Man: Homecoming?
I have my answer. But go, buddy.
I love it. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm totally okay with it.
Look, here's the thing. I don't know how old Zendaya is, so I don't know how uncomfortable this is going to get, but she is very attractive.
Okay.
I think she's 17, maybe 18. I hope
might
she's
be.
18.
I think she's over 18.
I think she's 18.
But still, that kind of
Oh.
goes in the realm of what I was expecting.
whatever.
Let's hope.
No, it's awesome. I love it.
Okay.
Because, I mean, they're changing it all the way up. Like, they've never had a kid Spider-Man. They've had Tobey Maguire, who's 30, playing a high schooler.
Yes.
And I like the way they're going with the Spider-Man. They're changing everything up. And Zendaya, I think, is a great casting for Mary Jane.
Yeah. No. I mean, only because I just want to know you guys' opinion because she's gotten a lot of flack for it, and that kind of, like I said, kind of stays on topic
On Twitter.
About her playing Mary Jane Watson, and I understand that traditionally Caucasian redhead girl and stuff like that, but I think with the new universe and everything, if you're willing to, I don't know, change Captain America's costume, why can't you change the casting?
Or make Nick Fury not an old white dude.
Yeah, well, you know the reason behind that.
I do not.
That's because in the Ultimate Universe, they took Sam Jackson's likeness and without his permission. So for them not, so they wouldn't sue him, or so he wouldn't sue them. He just told the creators that, hey, if you guys ever make a movie, I play him in the movie, and So that was that. I mean, because I was explaining to my wife, she was like, seriously? I was like, if I could find the first appearance of Nick Fury in the Ultimates, it's a splash page, and you're like, is that fucking Sam Jackson? Another tidbit.
Oh dear. A bit tit or a tidbit?
A little bit of both.
Oh.
It's not. There's no tits in this at all.
All right. That's fine.
They used the likeness of I can't remember the fucking guy's name. Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh.
They used him in the Dark Reign series, his likeness as Norman Osborn. And it looks exactly like him, but with Norman Osborn's hair.
Sure.
Well, I think for the same reason that I didn't care that Spider-Man was white, I don't care that Mary J. Watson is black.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'm just
If it makes you feel any better, Vibe is Latino. From Flash. You don't watch Flash. I watch
watch
Flash.
Vibe is Latino.
Cisco Ramon. Even in the comics, he's Latino.
Even though he was completely
He was a
stereotype
breakdancer.
racist.
He was a breakdancing
character.
Latino dude in the comics.
But it was from that era.
in the TV show, he's awesome. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
You should watch The Flash.
this
Well,
guy. I knew it. It was going to start to happen.
These motherfuckers go all night.
I really could. I could talk to this guy about comics
I get
for a
it.
while.
I just want to thank.
We got one more thing.
All right,
Who
oh,
did his
dear.
Yeah. So I'm hoping you did this, right? Do you want to do this?
We can do it.
Do you got it?
I have
It'll be
3,
fast.
but I can freelance. I'm good at
Okay.
freelancing. I'm
Okay,
off the dome.
your
Freestyle.
No, not that freestyle.
Oh, I thought we had the
No,
microphones.
I was like, hold
I
up,
was
you
about
got
to get- I
a,
was
you got
gonna
a
get
Hardly
popping.
Heroes, Heroes
shit.
freestyle
got-
real fast.
You got the mic, but
Got the mic in the hand.
no. It's on a stand.
It's on a stand. Ooh,
Not
look,
in your
Aaron with
hand.
them bars.
Come on.
Aaron with them bars. Get it, Aaron. Shit.
That's what I do.
Real quick.
Look, catastrophic. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
It's like his first day on the fucking
Fucking
podcast.
Christ, trying to get through the show.
I think he had 3 beers is too much for you on the podcast.
Sorry.
Drinking tall cans of Bud Light in the corner.
Get
Throwing
out
them
here.
bars at.
Real quick, we asked you to pick your top 5 of
Yes.
any topic that we've already done.
Yes.
What did you?
I
pick?
chose Guilty Pleasures.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, dude, when he told me, I was
I
pumped.
like guilty pleasures.
I'm really
I
hoping
like
Sex and the
knowing.
City's on this.
It's not. Is your balls over there? Oh, I'm fucking with you. I watched some Sex in the City. I was hoping that old bitch showed some skin at one point, only because it is duplicitous. I didn't use that word correctly at all. So whatever.
You can read minds?
No, I can't. read
Duplicative.
mine. Yeah. What Manny said. See. That je ne sais quoi.
That's the only reason I'm on this podcast.
Double plicative?
That je ne sais quoi that Manny brings to the
Oh,
table.
French.
Motherfucking Antonio Banderas over there, you sexy son of a bitch.
Not Spanish.
Oh, Manny. So beautiful, Emmanuel. Girl. But no.
All right, you're making me blush. Let's get to the top 5.
My bad. So no.
Particular
Start with
order?
5. No,
Yeah.
start with 5.
Yeah, I was gonna
Five.
say no particular things. Okay.
No.
So I'm gonna cheat.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna cheat. Number 5 is Breaking Dawn Part 1 and Part 2 of the Twilight series.
Oh my god.
I will watch that anytime it's
I'm
on
sorry
TV.
I brought him on as a guest.
So,
what do you
So
So-
your balls are sitting right next to mine, right over there in the
Hey.
corner.
Team Jacob.
Ouch.
But I'll just say this.
Edward.
If you're watching, and this is kind of the breakdown of why it's a guilty pleasure. If you just stop what you're doing to watch it at any point in time of the movie, it could be the middle. It could be on fucking live TV with no cursing. It could fucking be in the middle of the night after an infomercial. And you watch that shit. Go home. Well, Manny's already home. Go to your respective dwellings. Have you a bottle of some Chardonnay,
Oh,
malt liquor, whatever you want. Some Cisco's Carlos Rossi.
I love it.
I knew you would,
on.
Aaron. And watch some Twilight, Breaking Dawn Part 1 and 2.
We talk about the top of line Rhine. Carlos Rossi. Come on.
That hurricane.
I love-
Part 2 is like X-Men with vampires. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't know if that's going to convince me to watch it.
All right.
Number 4.
Number four. And it has to be movies or...
It's whatever you want as long as we've already done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still a guilty pleasure.
Oh,
Still a
yeah,
guilty
yeah.
pleasure.
Yeah. And
Number 4 will have to be Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
okay, that's okay.
That's
yeah,
a good
that's
pull.
not bad.
We got Josh Sweden on that, so we're good.
Really good pull.
Okay. All right.
Is it the movie or the show?
The show. I don't like the movie at all.
Thank God.
Okay, I did want. We got Donald Sutherland in that, so we're okay.
Yeah, it was the movie wasn't good.
Movie
really
all
boring.
right. It was about as bad as
Now
everything
the
else we
show's
love.
not good either, but
Yeah.
Let's not talk about
it's
it.
not boring. Angel, so dreamy.
Angel.
So dreamy.
Number 3.
Number 3 is gonna have to be The Breakfast Club.
Oh,
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take that out.
Good.
16
Thank you.
Candles.
Oh, fuck.
I would have taken Breakfast Club.
Only because, and I probably never admitted this to people, but you're about to find out now. The Black Goat has a really big crush on Molly Ringwald.
Who doesn't?
She's so fucking fine, bro.
Back then, she was cool.
No, so my wife was like, "The fuck you talking about?" I was like, "Molly Ringwald's hot."
The biggest '80s crush of all time
Now, mind
is
you,
Molly Ringwald.
I've never seen Breakfast Club until maybe, when did me and my wife get together? 12 years ago? 11 years ago? Sorry, babe. But yeah, she made me watch it. I seen 16 Candles, and that was it. And I was like, oh, that girl's cute. And she's from Roseville. So
Shut
local
the fuck
girl.
up. Really?
I
Yes.
didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
So,
Are we on number 3?
Dose.
Number 2.
no, number 2. We're on number two.
Too.
Number 2, Guilty Pleasure. Dawson's Creek.
What the fuck?
For good reason. For good reason.
Katie Holmes.
No, that's not the.
I think Jay Jackal's gonna write him.
It had nothing to do with
the
that.
Fuck?
It had nothing to do with that. Actually, I started watching the show to get with a girl that I went to ask to
Oh.
prom.
That works.
And I was like watching it religiously because she'd always want to talk about it. So I'd come to school and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" Blah blah.
Did you like that episode? It was
Like,
really
and she'd be
great.
Like, oh yeah, blah blah. And we talk about it back and forth. My boy was like, "What are you doing talking about?" I was like, "She likes fucking Dawson's Creek, bro. She likes Dawson's Creek."
Trying to get on.
So he
that.
started fucking watching Gilmore Girls and shit, trying to pop at her. And I was like, "Hey."
Back up off my shit.
I didn't go to prom with her, so
Gilmore-
I promptly stopped watching. Well, I finished like 2 seasons of Dawson's Creek.
watched them all.
Gilmore Girls comes back on air in like
It shouldn't. That's a horrible show.
33
It is
days
awful.
It's actually a really bad show.
on
Awful.
Netflix.
There's no
It's
saving
not,
that show.
It's not that great.
Number 1.
Number 1. It's not going to be a guilty pleasure because I know we all watch the show. Or should I do a movie? I'm going to do a movie.
I think it was coming up off the cuff.
On the
No,
fly?
because the show I was going to say is something everyone watches, not a guilty pleasure anymore. But the movie itself would be A Walk to Remember.
Oh
Wow.
wait, there's a show of A Walk to
No,
Remember.
I said the movie. The show was going to be Saved by the
Is
Bell.
that the
That's not a
fucking
good.
one
That's not
with
a
like
guilty.
Mandy
Yes.
Moore?
Yeah, Mandy
It
Moore
is.
and that other guy, and she has like leukemia
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah.
And it's
Dude.
the saddest movie
It's
ever.
the saddest fucking movie
It's
ever. my
literally
dude.
the saddest
Aaron
movie
watched
ever.
it.
So
I watched it and I got
Man, when
I
that song
got some-
comes on,
I got some action on a first date on that movie.
I wouldn't know anything
if
about
I
it.
could fucking
Don't
clap
know shit.
and jump up and down, I would. When that fucking song comes on, Only Hope, buddy.
Buddy,
You want me to sing some notes from it?
do it.
Drop it on me.
Oh, hello.
First performance on the show.
Yep.
I don't know if I can even get it out.
It's okay. That's what she said.
Ladies and gentlemen, Only Hope by Black Oak.
Oh dear.
As I lay my head back down.
Oh dear.
I don't even know the rest of the words.
No, it's okay.
So I'm usually crying after that part.
It
I
happened.
don't think I know this song.
You're
I mean-
my only hope, and I
mean,
pray.
she stayed-
She's
she-
my only hope. I pray.
She stood in 2 states at one time. He did that,
That was on her bucket list.
right?
She said, before I go and stay in 2 states at the same time, he said, come
Oh.
on, baby. I'll take you
Got,
there.
got in the car right now.
I got you.
I got you.
I secretly cried behind somebody while
I-
watching that movie.
I unsecretly cried during that movie.
That was way
I leaned
worse
back
than
and
any
act
of
like
my
I was-
things.
I
on
leaned
my
back, acted
list.
like I was sneezing, and went,
I don't feel so bad
she
anymore
said, you
about
fucking
mine.
crying? I said, nah, son.
I got allergies. I got allergies.
We don't cry in Harlem.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. We're done.
All right. Well, Brandon, thanks for coming into studio. If you could please give us your Twitter handle.
Twitter handle is GoatKicks15 on the Twitter.
That's at
At GoatKicks15.
Instagram.
Instagram, that good IG is GoatKicks. So if you like food, random stuff, and tennis shoes,
Listeners, if you could, shoot them a tweet saying, how much you liked the interview and how much you liked him on the show. He would appreciate that, and I would appreciate that.
can I say one thing real quick?
no,
go ahead.
Real quick.
no.
I'm looking forward to my first piece of internet hate mail
Oh, that'd be
or
great.
tweet. That was the one thing I was excited about. I said, babe,
Probably from Jay Jekyll.
Ooh, Jay Jekyll. Who's that other guy I didn't like? Silly Sephiroth?
Sephiroth? Yeah, that's the guy.
Slotheroth?
Sephiroth.
Bro, I've had to
Sephiroth.
deal with this for 24 episodes. The hate.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Well, you want another episode? We can talk about that Final Fantasy. How I stayed home for 3 weeks to beat Final Fantasy 7. I can talk that talk.
I mean,
got
who
the
didn't?
memory card at the house.
3 discs or 4 discs? 3 or 4?
It's 3.
3.
Is 4?
No, it's 3.
I've
was a
got,
4
I've got it downstairs. I got the original PlayStation.
We'll
one.
look at it.
All right.
We'll look at it. But no, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
No,
It was
thank
great.
you for
Yeah.
coming on, man. This
Yeah.
is awesome.
That was awesome.
Got a lot out of
So-
it. So go ahead.
Yeah, you can find us on Facebook at Hardly Heroes. You can find us on Instagram at Hardly Heroes. You can find us on Twitter at Hardly Heroes.
1.
Boom. And you can find us on something called Tumblr. I don't know.
It's hardly Heroes.
I don't really know. Manny, you have anything to say before we go?
Email? Do we have an email address?
Yes, hardlyheroes@gmail.com.
Whoa! Boom! And if you feel inclined, please go to iTunes and send us a review. That would be wonderful. 5 stars if you feel frisky. But any
5 stars if you don't.
Yeah, please. Please, 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 please. Thank you. Thank you.
Or you could be
thank
like
you.
Jay Jackal and say, 3 negatives make a positive, which was pretty
As
fun.
long as
That
it's
was
5.
even though we didn't read that email.
We did.
Next week. All right. You guys have a good night.
See ya.
Bye.